And
we go.
So, you know, the basics. Hop out of bed, yell at Marin, ask her why she kidnapped us. Take the shield back
Before
from
one
the
of them
kidnappers.
double talks to Marin.
Please don't.
That would be the absolute worst way of starting. Okay, good. Oh, Crunchy already attacking me.
Well, I mean, you deserve it.
So they get out of the house at exactly the same. Why am I even saying that?
They're literally going to be frame by frame until something.
They are going to be frame by
happens.
frame until they get the sword.
Like we've done this enough.
We've done this enough, yeah. Chat
if you
already
guys
knows
haven't
what's
been
going on.
watching this entire tournament, we do shenanigans.
Yeah, if we don't explain anything and it's maybe your first time watching a speedrun of this, ask in chat.
But we see Vlack doing the early sword, whereas Sagaz is going to have the ability to possibly dupe the rupee that drops from that spiny.
And we know Rupee RNG has been quite a big. Oh, when he doesn't get.
Oh
Rupee
no!
RNG has been a massive.
Oh no!
Oh, this is bad for Black. So he needs 10 rupees before he can go into the shop, and he needs that because although he's going to save and quit when he's buying bombs, he needs that 10 rupees to actually buy bombs. So he's farming 10 rupees here, and there is a duplication they can do with rupees, where if they use the sword or shield in a particular frame. But this is all RNG, and Vlad gets it, and wow, okay, so they're kind of quite even there.
To answer Sirelash, I think the extra rupee is more important if it happens. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's RNG versus like frames.
And I think Vlack is having a little bit of a connection issue. So we switched over to Sagaz's audio. Next thing we know, Vlack is going to be in D1.
Yeah, not one of these. To be fair, I see Sprasser in chat complaining about RNG to Vlack. He had bad RNG, but so did Sagaz. So the fact that they're even, I mean, I think we can be happy with how even they are right now.
No, we can't be happy. We can't be happy until both of them get the worst RNG that they could possibly get, and then they go play seasons. I know what I'm doing.
You know the funniest thing? Give it a month, these two will be 1 and 2 on the season leaderboard.
We can't remove the RNG. It's part of the game. It's what gives it personality.
So,
Alright, so
we're picking up...
say it. You're not defusing a bomb. Just go. Do it.
Okay, watermelon.
Apparently Sagaz is already number 2 on the season's leaderboard.
Well, Vlack's not number 1 though.
Got him. Alright, so we're going up to the forest. We're gonna bomb trigger, which is place 2 bombs on alternating frames. Not alternating frames, within a small space of time to trigger cutscenes. Bam, magic. So
they actually have to kill that, was it a moblin? Yeah, moblin. They actually have to kill that moblin before they do it, because it won't work. It's based on sprites, and some rooms in the game require certain sprites to be gotten rid of before you can do that. We'll see this before Dungeon 8, and again in Dungeon 7, where they kill an enemy to do a bomb trigger.
Alright, but here we go. We're gonna enter D1 really quickly here on Sagaz's stream.
So, for anyone wondering who Matt has cursed this time,
both of them. You don't even need to ask.
I can vouch that before we went live, he cursed both of them equally.
I want the game to win.
You want them both to forfeit. Infinite blue balls.
Alright, so in D1 we have the broken item of the game, the Rock's Feather. It's glorious, being able to jump in 2D. It's gonna be so nice. But first we have to tip over these spinies right into the holes, my god.
That was pretty good.
Alright, Spear. I see how it is. See if I play Fez for you again. Alright, Sagaz gets his feather.
Are you even sub P-Dog?
No, I don't care to be. I'm content.
Interesting that Vlack doesn't do a super jump there. I wonder if that's quicker what he did.
There's a super jump that you can do there?
No, he sort of went to the left of the EXO. Well, it's a spike, but we call it the EXO boost, so I call it an EXO. So, we're seeing our first instance of super jumping immediately after getting the feather. So, if you clip into the wall and you jump and use certain items, i.e. the sword, fire rod, bow, or later we'll see it when they don't use any of those items, it actually tricks the game into thinking you're jumping off a ledge, so it gives you better distance.
Alright, Sagaz gets an amazing Moldorm. Vlack not so much. Oh, Vlack, no! Vlack, no! Oh, my heart.
Did you think it was going to run off?
No, I thought it was gonna get knocked off.
So, this is actually like the first time in several races where someone hasn't died to Moldor.
Alright, you don't need to bring up any of my other races. To answer Godly, this is sort of best of 3, but Vlack has already lost one.
Yeah, so this is double elimination, and in fact, the winner's bracket final was between these two, and Sagaz won the first match, so this is essentially the second game of a best of 3, where Sagaz has won first game.
Bamboo is banned from LADX Discord.
Is he?
Bang.
Why?
Reasons. Don't look at chat. Alright, so we go up here, we grab these 50 rupees, they'll come in handy later. And then we get our first piece of heart. We'll need, how many, 12 of those? By the end of the game?
12. And some are really out of the way, and you'll actually see during the route, we kind of go for one that's really out of the way in a really dumb spot in the actual run. That's because we can't go for it at any other time and it being quicker. Speaking of going things in weird orders, we're actually going to speak to the mouse first, before we get Bow Wow. Now the reason for this, if you have a follower, so say Bow Wow, the Ghost, the Rooster, or Marin, you can't actually talk to the mouse here. And he won't actually... Yeah, so... And the problem is, there are pictures in this game which are unobtainable if you don't get them quick enough. Such as the Richer picture. So, they really want to be talking to the mouse before they get Bow Wow here.
I'm curious to see how Vlack's gonna make up this time against Sagaz. These,
possibly slowly. I feel like Vlack could catch up to Sagaz gradually. Like frames here and there. And that's gonna be how it happens.
Black's like 10, 12 seconds behind. Bow Wow is going to be helping Sagaz this time, though, with the quick eat, with air quotes, the setup.
Okay. It wasn't too bad. I
mean, it was in the worst position it could be, really, but...
Yeah, he didn't get it quick, but I've seen a lot worse.
You gotta... Oh, no! Sagaz fell!
What do you mean, oh no?
Oh no, the curse is working. That means I'm gonna get rebounded again.
That's the game getting one up on Sagaz. So...
Man, why you gotta talk trash to Sagaz? He's a good guy.
So... I'm actually going to explain something for once in this race. So, Vlack is actually using a different route in Dungeon 2 than most people. You will have noticed in the block with the pits where Sagaz fell, Vlack basically skipped that room. He skipped hitting the switch block. He also skipped getting the key.
Wait,
he does a different route where he gets the upper key that's after the bracelet, instead of the key in that.
Oh, I used to do that.
So that's just that's the thing that Vlack does. If it works for him, it works. I still think it's slower just because of picking up all those pots.
I mean, if it works for him.
So, okay, now they're back on the same route. So, being the two top runners of this game...
Oh no! Oh no!
Vlack's getting really, really bad. That Stelphos was a real problem, though. Because he doesn't want to hit the Stelphos before he hits the Pulse Voice, otherwise he has to reset the room.
He's getting terrible luck. What have I done?
So... these two runners are basically at the moment the top two active runners in this category, and as a result we're probably going to see exactly the same route from them, minus potentially early Rooster skip.
Have we talked about how being French saves you 30 seconds? I don't know. Being Honduran gives you the world record.
I've still yet to see that. When it doesn't work when I run. Maybe the game is fast if you run in French version.
But it's not in French. It's in Japanese. If you run it in France, maybe.
No, just
some sort of
run the French version.
Dude, you know what it is?
What?
It's CERN. It's the Hadron Collider making the game run faster.
Okay, moving on. What you said just makes no sense.
No, they're like manipulating particles, and it's making the game run faster.
Sagaz got some bad RNG there. Well, I guess it wasn't technically RNG. But Bow Wow ate an enemy and caused him to jump onto an acorn. Rip text box.
Crunchy, what other explanation do you have for why this stuff happens to the French people? Huh? What have you got to say for this?
Oh, it's okay. Vlack also got the same acorn as Sagaz.
Oh my god, it's
that's
like
actually hilarious, both of them getting the same acorn. Not on the same enemy, mind you, but the same acorn.
Alright, we're gonna see the Mad Batter here, miss. As we get the bomb upgrade. And never have to worry about bombs again.
Yeah, he's a bit off-center there.
Just a bit. Can't name down the sites.
Bamboo asking how is this number 1 versus number 2?
I don't know, Bamboo. Let's ask who knocked you out and see how that went. You could have been a contender, man.
It's because Say isn't running at the moment.
Actually, I think that might have been just a little bit mean. I'm sorry, Bamboo.
So Bamboo's just complaining about the acorn. It's because I don't have your cart, Bamboo. Not everyone has the RNG of the gods.
He doesn't have it anymore either. I got Jack.
Oh yeah, he lost his cart, didn't he? Because he no longer did first try skill heads.
I don't know how that happened.
Or maybe, what I think it is, it wasn't his cart. I think he's just bad now. Because, you know, skill heads, they require a lot of skill.
Well, gee, who let you potentially cast the final game? That sucker was open for like 5 hours before I signed up. Don't you give me none of this sass. You had your chance.
Also, whilst everyone else got there first before me, they were like, oh no, but I've commentated quite a lot already. I'm gonna see if anyone else wants it. Someone else does exactly the same thing. I'm like, mine.
Anyways, here we see Sagaz just finishing up his first missable picture with Richard. And Black's getting the same one. Now we're going to go to the Seashell Mansion. And we're gonna get our first present, which is a seashell. My god.
So, in regards to the Richard picture, if you were to get the Dungeon 3 key before getting that picture picture becomes unobtainable at that point.
Yeah, that's right. Why didn't Final Flame sign up to, you know, commentate with you?
Oh, there was one race where I was down to commentate with him, but he had mic issues.
It could have been this race, as we see Sagaz get second buffer. I think that was Villa skip.
It was very quick. Let's see what Black gets. This trick, Villa skip, can lose you quite a lot of time. Like you don't really notice how much time they lose sometimes, but it is huge.
I think Black got it.
I think it was 4th or 5th.
No, because there's a pause in there where his stream was buffering. So I'm gonna say 6. Now we come out of Richard's house. He's wondering how we broke into his basement as we go to D3.
So to answer Bamboo, the picture is lost if you get the key or open the gate. Either case will lock you out of the picture.
The pauses when they open chests skip text when you get the item that's in the chest. That's all.
It's just a text skip. It saves frames. Well, actually, no, it saves more than frames on certain text boxes.
Alright, here we go, baby. D3. Let's see some failed dong skips.
Could be worse. We could see some failed Jesus jumps. So Sagaz on some really low health here.
I'm ready.
He has to be careful.
It's gonna be good. The curse is gonna come full circle.
I would have picked up that heart if I were him.
He's playing it dangerous, just like he was in Seasons earlier. He should have gone back for the acorn.
He should get the acorn.
Walking.
Except he can't get the acorn because he wants to get Piece of Power, and if you have acorn, Piece of Power won't drop. This is—
Oh my god!
It spawned on the same screen. It was spawned though, so he still managed to get the piece of power.
He got the acorn!
Wow.
He's safe!
So, Sagaz has now picked up 2 acorns in this run. But the thing is, he doesn't have the effect of the acorn.
That was perfect. We both saw it drop, and we saw him swing his sword, and Black does not pick up the acorn. Black's run is now officially more legit.
So that room quite frequently has Piece of Power and acorn, based on how they drop.
I have never seen that happen in my life. How dare you assume?
Yes, you have.
I have not.
I'm pretty sure it's happened in your run.
It has not.
Chat saying you're too hyped, we're gonna lose you.
I'm just gonna float off into the ether. Alright, here's Slime Eye, Vitreous, I don't know, what's his name? He's dead. In 3, 2, 1, dead.
I think Matt's hypeness is actually sentient. Matt, you're a nerd.
Alright, now hold on. My emotions are sentient. I want you to go back through that in your head again.
Your emotions are sentient. What, like the moon out of Majora's Mask?
Alright, look.
I'm winning this.
You're winning your own game. Chat, send help. I'm being viciously abused by my co-commentator.
So
send somebody better.
So we actually so we see Sagaz pulling quite a bit ahead of Black here.
Well, we can't confirm. No, now we can.
Yeah, I think most of that probably came from Villa Skip.
Villa Skip and the 10-second delay.
Oh yeah. But yeah, basically Villa Skip, the problem with so with Villa Skip you have to buffer to get the frame that you need. And each buffer costs 2 seconds, which is also why menuing is really, really important in this game. You want to have really, really optimal menus, because if you have to remenu something, that's going to cost you 2 seconds. That really, really adds up. So Sagaz getting the save and quit on Taran there. Now, what that does is that basically skips text again. In fact, that skips a cutscene. That just makes the thing drop off the tree.
We don't get to see Taran being chased by bees like he so rightfully deserves.
In fact, there is only one reason, well, technically 3, actually, that we do this part of the trade sequence. They are all Marin pictures. So, we need to get Marin to get 3 pictures. We don't need Marin to actually get into the desert like people seem to think we do, because we have bombs. So the only way to get Marin to spawn on the beach is you have to trade in was it the honeycomb for the thing that the bear gives you.
What's the thing that the bear gives you? What's the thing that the bear gives you? Come on, you can do it. I believe in you.
It's not the thing that you give to Papao, it's the pineapple.
Good job! You did it!
God damn it, just slipped out of my mind. Anyway, so you need to get the pineapple for Marin to spawn on the beach. Now, because of bomb triggers, if we didn't need Marin, we could have actually just skipped this entire part of the trade sequence, because later on we will be skipping some of the trade bomb triggers.
Oh dear, am I being too loud again? I think I need to turn me down.
Someone gave you a sound warning.
I'm sorry, chat. I cannot see my levels on Discord.
So, now here's another part of the run that we have to do. So for 100% completion, we need all of the items on the actual item screen. And Ocarina is one of them, unfortunately, but we also need the 3 songs for it.
Ugh.
And let's not get into which song is better than which.
Oh, because you're objectively wrong, probably.
Let's
what's even better than music, though?
Let's just start talking about Seagull RNG early.
No, you're gonna shut it, and we're gonna appreciate some lovely fishing. I mean, look at this. So peaceful. I mean, just look.
He's so bad.
And he's
look, he's so bad. He let it go.
Well, you have to let the little ones go in order to get the big one. Look, see, there's a big, nice one that he could cook for dinner on his date.
It's almost like it has a piece of heart.
Alright, look you. You have to
like,
stop breaking the 4th wall.
That was set up so well, and that was like the worst punchline I could have ever delivered.
somebody get in here that's better than Carvona commentating? Anybody?
It's
take
okay.
Crunchy. I'll take Alpha.
If Black manages to turn this round, we get Crunchy and Spice.
Final, I need you.
The fact that we get Crunchy is just...
Help. Alright, so this is the reason why we bring Bow Wow back. We get that photo after we return him.
Then we get this photo.
Creepers.
These photo cutscenes actually take a long time.
But not as long as going on a date.
Did you know there was actually an unofficial category of this game called Date Percent, where you had to get Marin, you had to go on the rapids, and then you had to return to the house?
Why wasn't I told about this?
Why, you think of running it?
Well, I could have done it at the end of the last race. I thought that the heart pieces were surrounded by metal.
So, Dragon was actually gonna... He was gonna do a run if he ended up against Geocob, where he kept Marin to the very end.
How?
It is technically possible, you just have to get the bridge picture before getting Marin. Think about how bad that is to route.
I don't want to think about it. It's unhealthy.
Oh yeah, something about seagulls.
No, shut it. We're not doing this. Not us. Keep it together, man.
Did you guys know that these seagulls are RNG?
Kill him.
I couldn't resist.
Oh, you're the worst kind of human being.
So we start getting the photo.
I'm gonna curse you next.
Oh yeah, we weren't even looking at Nut Touch. I think Sagaz got it. I don't think
Sagaz got it. Black didn't do anything. Y'all are animals. Animals, I say. Alright, here's another picture. Hey, Link, you're a frog. Yeah, this is actually a really sweet cutscene if you listen, if you read it in English.
Exactly. So Walrus brings up a good point. I don't run this game, so I can't be cursed.
Who says I need to curse you for playing a video game?
Well, no, you seem to curse everyone else. Like, you've cursed both of these runners equally.
It's perfect. Everything as it should be.
Shall I put you on the spot? Matt, who's gonna win this race?
Link.
You realise they're just gonna have just horrible RNG here. Enemies are gonna be hitting Link constantly.
Yeah. You gotta stop, man.
Oh, so, okay. We should probably commentate.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I just know what Spiras just said.
I know exactly what he means. Anyways, here we go to our next trick that we've been delaying for. This is gonna be Walrus skip with Marin. So normally in any percent, no squib, we do this trick without Marin and instead Bow Wow, which leaves the potential to soft lock if you do it wrong. And by soft lock, I mean everything's just awful. You hate yourself. But instead, on 100% we have Marin, because we have to bring her here anyways to get rid of her. And she can just walk off the screen really early.
So, that saves a couple seconds. Also saves an extra 2 or 4 seconds. I can't remember how many menus it saves here, but it allows us to get this heart piece even quicker because we can just bomb trigger the heart piece.
Sagaz, what are you doing? Sagaz, what are you doing?
Sagaz has screwed up his menu.
Oh no, and he failed the bomb trigger too.
Okay, Sagaz has gotten something wrong with his menu. That's what that was. So, each of these runners, they'll have a set menu route in their muscle memory. So when that menu route is disrupted, it can really throw them off, and sometimes they'll take time to just adjust their menu accordingly. So that it's back to what they used to, and that's what we saw from Sagaz there.
I don't know, Black's menu is looking pretty good. Oh no!
What?
Sagaz, why would you shoot a bomb arrow at the wall for no reason?
Because he can.
That's a waste.
he's gonna be fine on bombs. I think he's gonna be fine on arrows.
He's got 4 arrows.
He's got 3 left. What?
For Crunchy. Yeah! There you go.
What did we see on black screen? I thought I saw him flash something up, like some text.
What?
Or maybe it was just lagging.
You're freaking out, man.
I'll have to look back after. See if I'm just seeing things.
Oh god, my mic really is bad, isn't it?
You got volume warning again.
I need to turn myself down. Give me a second. No, there's nothing in there. Let's see.
Yeah. I think chat are sort of confused as to where that key came from.
No, the key disappears.
I didn't prepare. I actually didn't prepare.
Actually, yeah, this has gotten really close now. Final.
So
Black
we now have on screen. It's now showing the amount of victories for each runner.
We can change that.
No, I think that was done for us.
Thank you for whoever did it. By the way, chat, let me know if this is any better. I turned myself down in Discord.
I don't think it's better.
I did it for you. Alright, there's D4. Ugly fish in the wall. Actually, I'm genuinely curious how so much of the dungeon dries out.
Actually, I mean that's a good point, because you don't see the water sort of flowing out after you open it, do you?
Yeah.
It's like Catfish Moor. How has that got so little water in? Got 1 patch.
Oh no, Black is still frozen. We're gonna see him warp into D4 in a second.
Yeah. Black is not soft locked.
He is definitely not soft locked. He is having internet issues, I'll bet.
I almost want to correct Alpha here. So we're seeing Sagaz is going to do. We knew he was going to do this. He's going to do what I refer to as ERS, but as most people refer to as early rooster skip.
So edgy for just not saying ERS like a normal human being.
So yeah, so he goes into that. Cave so that when he's saving quits, he'll be in rooster skip. And that's actually good, because that's a good sort of place to reset if he does fail it.
Oh god, Black. You're scaring me, man. Alright, and here
just a bit of the windfish.
Here we go with early rooster skip. So, if I recall properly, he's gonna buffer into a falling position, where he's gonna be safe on the edge of the wall. And then he's going to dash, store his dash using the shovel, and then he's going to do a dash jump. And he's going to get the trick. Like that! Bam! And now he falls and goes back to D4. Got him. Yeah, Crunchy's got it. It's fine. Final, if you could do us a play-by-play of what's happening on their stream.
Has Final has Crunchy said anything to?
Yeah, there we go. The Vlax stream. He is the vlackSR. I appreciate that, Diego. That sounds really good. Alright, so D4, we did a few dash jumps.
And we see a
few
jump.
Jesus jumps. And now it's some of the most hated rooms in the game, so we have to step on these tiles in the order that they're shining. A lot harder than it looks, because the game is stupid. That's significantly less than the 30 seconds that he was behind earlier, Bamboo. Alright, here comes that all-practiced P-hat jump. Ooh, very smooth. I did no such thing. And look, there's Vlack, and he's about to do the P-hat jump too! Even smoother than Sagaz. My god,
just
like butter.
Flag.
Sagaz is out of arrows, but he doesn't need any more, I think, so he's good.
I don't think so.
He's fine. Everything's
I think
fine.
he's fine, yeah.
And now they're just high-fiving right there outside of the giant fish. Ah, not as smooth as we thought. Thank you, Final. Now, what's the difference here?
I don't want to comment on this.
What?
Worst song.
Everybody say, oh! Show your respect to Cravone.
Dude, okay, the fact that I'm not switching audio on this means that you can't switch audio on Frog Song.
Oh, Rick, why?
Wow, I'm just saying the stuff that no did.
We can't. They were in there at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
If I could have, I would have.
Exactly. Okay, so we see Sagaz, and now we're going to see Vlack getting one of the more out of the way heart pieces. Did you ever find this as a kid? This one?
The only one I didn't find as a kid was the one in the moat.
Yeah, same. Actually, no, there was another one I didn't find. It was the one in the Boots Cave near Taran.
We don't talk about that one. I also had the habit of dropping bombs everywhere because I had 60 of them at that point.
And then you find out that at some point you have 0 again.
I don't know what you're talking about. Bombs aren't expendable.
So we see both of them having the ghost. And the ghost is actually required for one of the pictures. So we see Sagaz here. He's going to be skipping a large portion of the trade sequence because apparently there's a pit off screen there, and he's able to use it to do a bomb trigger.
Maybe we should point out that 120-ish is not the average for this game to finish a 100% run. Might just be something to say, guys. The best aren't the average. It's anywhere from 120 to 130 is the average.
I'm gonna say if you were to get a 120 in this game, you'd be in the top 8 runners. I want to say for these 2 runners, it's a 120.
Well, these guys aren't average, are they, Spear?
But I have to say, these are by far not the quickest runs these two have done.
Oh no, Sagaz fell!
missed it. Okay, so what Sagaz is doing here is he's trying to get clipped in a good position into the wall here so he can do a super jump. And it's actually neck and neck here. So this is called early magnifying lens. And this actually allows us to do early hook shot.
Oh, Vlack getting it a lot quicker than Sagaz did.
So, I just saw on Vlack's menu, whilst we didn't actually see, because his stream froze, he does actually have bird key, so he did do early rooster skip.
This was pointed out in the chat.
Yeah, well, yeah.
What's wrong? You're not reading the Cravone? You're not reading the chat, Cravone?
No, I'm not reading the chat.
Oh.
I'm watching the race.
I'm doing both.
So, yeah, they're actually... What you see on screen is actually how close they are. It looked like Vlack was quite far behind at one point, but he has clawed this back.
I will agree with Final. It's 7 seconds of difference. This is ridiculous.
This is within...
Vlack's making a rally.
This is within a single blue ball.
Flame. Final. There's no reason to hit below the belt.
Final, the anglerfish was ages ago.
So you are reading the chat.
I mean, I guess that's what he was going to say.
Alright, here's the ghost house. This
part reminds me of when you commentated in Hyrule.
Later.
I've got an idea. Commentate Hyrulean when one of them is doing the passage in the egg.
I don't know what I want to say. I don't know if I can do that. The bit might be old.
Maybe.
Alright, so we're actually heading down onto this beach for a very specific reason, to get the most overpowered item in the game. That would be the boomerang. No, I'm not joking. This thing is swole for a weapon. It'll one-shot most things, and stun most other things. And in fact, it might even kill a final boss in one hit. If these two decide to actually go for that.
But that's the thing, I think Vlack in this race will be definitely going Death or Skip. Sagaz probably too, but Death or Skip is only quicker if they get first try and bufferless. Otherwise, it's just quicker to rely on that IRNG.
And they're both gonna fail it, so...
Yeah. The thing is... Yeah, we'll wait until then, because that's like right at the end of the run. That's the last thing they do in the run.
No, what did Vlack do? I'm curious as well.
What did Vlack do?
Oh,
he misplaced a single bomb.
It would have been the one to get into the boomerang cave.
It's not like acing an extra bomb.
Alright, here we go. We're gonna completely get missed by this mad batter again.
I mean, this has to be so off. Like, how can you miss this badly?
He's got his left eye closed.
He's completely on a different tile.
He doesn't know that. What if the mad batter is blind, huh?
Blind as a bat. I see what you did there. Except you didn't actually do that on purpose.
Does anybody want to commentate the grand finals of the LADX 100% tournament with me? My coworker and cohort is dead to me.
Your coworker.
Alright, here we get the grand trifecta of cutscenes. First, we put the ghost back in his grave. We've exorcised him. Then the owl comes and yells at us, saying, "Why aren't you doing your job?" And then... We get a picture.
Yep. Well, actually, there is an instance where there is a longer cutscene than this, and that's if you save Marin on the bridge.
So like what, 50 seconds?
Yeah, so basically if you save Marin on the bridge, which we'll see at the end of, after Dungeon 7. At the end of Dungeon 7, you'll see her on the bridge. If you save her, not only do you get the cutscene from Marin, you then get a cutscene from Taran, and to add insult to injury, the owl comes and gives you a cutscene as well.
So, going back on the rails, we just saw a pretty cool trick where the boomerang can go over objects sometimes, apparently, and we get that heart piece without ever needing to push block. And now this is colored dungeon. So these guys are very obviously blue and red to us, but this is Nintendo's way of going, okay, you can't do this if you don't have a Game Boy Color. And now, we're gonna go get rich.
So, this room in the game is unlike any in the game. And because this is the DX version, this doesn't exist in the normal game. And for some reason, Nintendo decided to code that room into the game's RAM. And what this means is that we can't actually just save and quit to reset that room. We actually have to do a hard reset, or we have to exit the dungeon. Now, if we were to exit this dungeon, we would have to push the graves over again, and that would take a long time. So we're going to see them do a save and quit and then hard reset. After getting this boss key.
A very hard reset, wasn't it?
No, you can exit the dungeon and re-enter and it'll work.
No. I mean, like, the way you can do it, you don't save and quit, you just hard reset, right?
Well, no, what they do is that they have to save and quit off this chest, though, don't they?
Okay,
so they save and quit and then do the hard reset.
Alright, I'm
if you just hard reset, you'd end up not even in Color Dungeon.
That's true. Alright, and chat's pointing out, oh my god, the Zoomerang made an appearance without either of the commentators noticing. The most legendary of LADX tricks, which we totally didn't find out about during this tournament.
No, we definitely don't find out stuff of tournaments.
Alright, but now we have the 300 rupees we need to get the Frog Song of Soul.
It sounds like you were having a bit of trouble there.
Oh, sorry, something got stuck in my throat. I gotta say, it's probably bad music.
So... Sagaz having an okay bingo room there.
That was pretty solid.
With the boomerang, it's pretty easy to have a good room in that. It used to be really hard, but boomerang is so useful in that room.
Used to be hard.
Vlack just loves using the boomerang. He's been the biggest person in terms of pushing forward strats that use the boomerang as of late. So we're still seeing them very close together.
Oh yes. Blue Tunic from Sagaz. He has betrayed his people.
I'm not going to argue with him getting Blue Tunic, but I do have to wonder why. I do have to wonder why he changed.
Blue is better, Bamboo.
Blue's better. It's like frames slower. And we see Vlack getting blue.
Alright, finals reporting in with an 11-second difference between these runners. It's still pretty close. All it would take is Sagaz screwing up Signpost Maze or getting some really bad RNG somewhere.
Does the fact that both of our top runners just got Blue Tunic, does that now clarify that Blue Tunic is objectively better?
No, it's still opinion-based. Your opinion can be wrong, though. Galaxy Brain Tunic. Don't you mean Universe Brain?
I'm not sure if Vlack might use arrows in Armos Maze. Oh, wait, no, Express is the actual Armos, which we have yet to get to. So this maze takes a long time, and it's really annoying, and you can fail it pretty hard. If you talk to the sign twice, you have to restart. Why did you do that? We're gonna hear some of it at least. I'm just hearing a squeaky noise from that. Damn it. Synced up quite nicely, didn't it? Nice try.
What?
Oh wow, what a time to feed.
Got him!
Did someone do that on purpose? It could have been timed better if it was done on purpose. Well, okay, so I now must oh my god, now it comes. So yeah, I'm saying that was someone did that. So I can now safely say that I want Black to win, so that then at least there's another race to hear Frog Song.
Oh, I can breathe again.
Yeah, we should have just kept the audio on Sagaz's stream.
I got yelled at for you guys for doing that. I spared you. Alright, here's, I think, the last photo?
Yes.
Picture with the Zora, which you can only get after you get the magnifying lens. Oh god.
I also love this room because Link rolls in. Like the sprite is so dumb, it's like it looks like he's rolling in.
Well, you're saying rolling is dumb?
No, I'm just saying it's unusual.
Man, you obviously haven't played enough Dark Souls, enough Gungeon, enough ODP. You don't know the power of rolling, man.
How often do you roll in LADX?
Often
in that
enough.
one room, that's it.
You roll every time you jump.
That is a very valid point.
Got
So we see Sagaz in the Armos Maze. He's now getting. Is this his last seashell?
I think it is. This is
think
always
it is,
the last,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. So now he's gonna go and fight Armos. So having blue tunic is really nice in this maze because the reduced damage, particularly after killing the Armos, because it can be really sort of dangerous going to Dungeon 6 after this.
Saga's doing bootstraps. Ooh. Ooh.
Now, another sort of thing with blue tunic is that with red tunic you could just slash this boss. Now I don't know if bootstraps or slashing is quicker. I feel like bootstraps would be.
Black proving that obviously arrows are the best way to do it.
Yeah, we kind of thought he would be using arrows. He uses arrows in our main category. He uses arrows all the way through Dungeon 1.
Jesus Christ! Isn't this the main category now, though?
I'm not sure because
this is a debate that we should have.
It depends what
Not
people
right now.
run after this tournament.
In any such case.
Yeah, this
whether
tournament
No, go ahead.
This tournament has been amazing for this category. It's sparked so much life into the category. That and the fact that we've had a lot of routing changes. But
so many route changes.
I can definitely see a lot of people still running this category.
No!
Sagaz falling twice. He is double Zorlax.
Black is no one but himself.
Black has caught up.
The suspense. It's tantalizing. Titillating.
Oh, yeah, Alpha is a good point. We're going back to Rando after this.
Yeah, sure. And I'll help you defuse bombs again.
Actually, like, technically I've not been doing Rando, but actually no one's been doing Rando for a long time. Should bring those back.
Anyways, Vlack is a room behind Sagaz. It's getting ridiculously close now. Like, no, don't be sorry for wanting Vlack to win. It's perfectly fine.
Put it this way, if Vlack wins, we get another race.
Yeah, suspense. You get a race with better commentators.
You get Crunchy as a commentator.
Crunchy and Spice,
and
two people who are actually professional.
Spice Father.
You don't get our crummy commentary.
Yeah. we're like the warm-up act. I like how Sagaz does that. The bow, and then the
swag
one bomb. The swag bomb.
Oh, look! Somebody called us funny. They're delusional.
Well, we might be funny, but Crunchy has the golden voice.
And Hyrule Denizen providing the clip of the shenanigans. Thank you.
That has to go into...
That's your job.
So, Sagaz's trying to do an exceptionally difficult super jump here, and he's given up on it.
Oh my god!
But Vlack gets it!
Head?
Vlack gets it. But no, he
No, they're tying! They're trading off!
Next super jump first, so yeah. Wow, so they're one super jump apart right now.
Oh my god! It's gonna come down to horse heads to break the tie.
They're actually going to be doing horse heads simultaneously. Let's hope none of them beat my world record. Oh, Sagaz got a bit ahead of himself there. And Vlack
takes the lead!
But Sagaz is still going. Wow. Sagaz got terrible luck there.
My god.
He has not been practicing. You can see that he has not been practicing skill heads.
I totally didn't mail Vlack Bamboo's cart.
Well, Vlack didn't actually get it first try. I think he got it like...
He got it close enough. There's no synchronicity with them too. Oh, blessed be the Spice Father who allows Vlack to take the lead. Alright, and when we see Vlack next... Go. It's so close, man.
So it looks this close now, but we both know that that can change.
It's so
soon.
Close, man.
I mean, they still have early hook shot to get to, or to get through, rather.
They're both gonna get a first try.
If they both get a first try,
Cold
then
shot.
we're on for the
Cold shot. Hothead's gonna split it up.
Hothead, really?
Yes, they're gonna be frame for screen for screen up until D8. That's my call.
So,
I'm not gonna say which way it's gonna go.
So you're thinking one of them is gonna one cycle Hothead, the other's gonna two cycle?
No, one of them's gonna have an incredibly bad fight, and the other one's gonna have an average fight.
That's basically one cycle versus two cycle.
No, I mean worse than two cycle.
One cycle versus disclude.
Yes.
I can't see anyone disclude.
I can.
Not now that we know about it. What? Wait, what if we get a tie?
Then you look very professional.
If they tie, because I mean, what? I don't know what we would do if that happened.
If
Because
they tie, they have to do one more race.
yeah, they have to do that.
Which
And
will
then
be the tiebreaker.
if it's a tie or a loss, for
And in
then
reality,
Sagaz wins.
if it's a tie, the audience wins.
Yeah, I think if there was a tie, we would have to work something. I'd suggest 50%.
I refuse. I'd rather see them run ages.
Well, if they did tie this race, it would have to go to the next race anyway. And for them to be tied up, it would have to be Vlack to win that second race. So, yeah, the chances of that happening are ridiculously low.
Now here we go with one of the hardest tricks in the game, early hook shot. So, a key's gonna drop in this room. In the next room, whenever an item drops, it turns into the hook shot because that's how that room works. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use the boomerang to pull the key into the other room and get the key to become the hook shot. Oh, that was close.
Oh, Sagaz gets it first try. Vlack
Oh,
doesn't.
baby.
So Sagaz is pulling ahead immediately now.
There we go.
There he gets the second try.
Attaboy, Black.
The problem is that trick takes quite a while to set up.
Alright, so where can I curse Sagaz to get this sucker to tie up again?
You just did.
Whoa.
You just did by asking that. What was Sagaz doing? Why was he cutting those things? Oh, he was after hearts.
Safety.
No, he was after hearts because he wants sword beams. So we didn't actually explain that. So the reason why they got level 2 sword before doing Dungeon 5 is because of sword beams. Sword beams make Master Salvo so much quicker to kill. But of course you need full health for sword beams, so Sagaz was looking for half a heart.
Man, he could just jump on the Goomba if he wants a heart.
Well, he can't. Well, he can now, but it's not going to be useful. He needed it for Master Stealth.
Man, sword beams are always useful. Come on, they're as useful as explosions.
I can't see how sword beams are going to be useful on Wall Snake.
They're not. They're going to be useful in the room where you have to kill the enemies that are running around.
I have a feeling he's going to have hookshot equipped and not sword for that room.
Hmm.
Based on the fact that he's got hookshot equipped right now.
I still say Wall Snake's going to get him. I think Sagaz is on console.
I don't know what Vlack runs on. I think Vlack might be on emulator.
Oh, that was a nice hookshot jump from Black. I like that. Alright, Wall Snake, do my bidding. I just want a tie, buddy. Ruined.
So, Sagaz having an extremely good Wall Snake fight,
So
despite Matt's best efforts. They're both banned for having sword on B. You see, here's the funny thing. I'm known for having sword on B all the time. During Wall Snake, that's the only point in the run where I have sword on A.
You're weird. No wonder you don't run this game anymore.
Wow, shots.
This is ridiculous. Oh yes, we're an hour in and they're 3 seconds apart.
And
what kind of shenanigans is this?
They've gotten all the tough stuff out of the way as well. They've got no more rooster skip to do. No more hookshot jump. This is gonna come down to like optimization and clean play. If they're both optimal and clean, then it's gonna come down to RNG, unfortunately.
Black almost
Black
running past the
losing a
staircase.
second there by running the wrong way.
He lost a little bit more than a second by going left instead of right.
That could have cost him the race.
No, it won't.
That's the funny thing is that legitimate could.
Do it! Sierra, just go back and play it. In fact, if you want to speedrun it, we have a lovely community at LADX speedruns.
I love how Alpha knew what I was referring to.
Oh yeah.
That's a funny way of saying Gumbuster.
It isn't slower? Hmm.
Both runners have done early rooster skips. They won't be getting the key.
I did not know that, Spare. I just meant by, like, execution-wise, it seemed like it was slower. No, like I said, Hothead's gonna put somebody back decidedly in the lead.
I mean, it's safe to make that prediction because it's so close to the end of the race, but I think with so much RNG on the final boss, it could still be anyone's race, even if one person did mess up Hothead.
Black is 2 screens behind.
So this is so close. You know what the real shame is in this?
That we're probably not gonna get a race 3.
It's not that. It's that this isn't race 3. A race this close, that isn't race number 3.
It's okay, we're beating Sagaz up, so the race is more even next time.
So yeah, so just to clarify for those that might not know in chat, this is a best of 3. Sagaz already has a victory. So if Sagaz wins this race, he wins the whole tournament. Black has to win 2 races. So this dungeon is split completely wide open by the fact that we have bomb triggers. We don't even use the ball anymore. Now, we'll see Sagaz killing that green Zold. You have to do that for one of these bomb triggers to work.
That poor Zold just got bombed to death, my god! Oh, it's so close.
I hope we don't get lag on back screen when they go on the stairs.
It's literally like
it is neck and neck.
2 seconds apart.
The worst thing is that this is the kind of race that Aghanim would ruin.
What's that? More RNG for me to maybe manipulate curse, you say?
You're just saying Aghanim as a potential.
Equalizer. Alright. Oh my god!
Aghanim isn't it? Okay, so they're both getting bad RNG. Wow, okay, so Sagaz got good RNG, but he missed it. He missed the super jump.
Black gets the good RNG, he's away!
They're both stuck on this for a while. So, this could make a big difference.
It is making a big difference.
If I was Sagaz, I would have...
There it is!
I'm not sure. If I was Sagaz, I think I would have gone to do the other strat.
No, he's absolutely never would he do that. So, Vlack is taking the lead.
He's just sitting on that. Okay. I was gonna say, he's sitting on the boss.
Well, I mean, his screen's frozen. What is he gonna do?
The P-head jump would have saved quite a lot of time there. Fighting the mini-boss would have saved a lot of time there. You know what would have saved even more time?
Playing a different game?
Doing the Cravone clip.
Yeah. Oh my god, though. Like, Black is now taking the lead after an hour and 10 minutes.
Is this the first time he's actually been ahead in this race?
No, he was ahead for just a little bit earlier.
Oh, well, actually, he was ahead when he got the sword.
No, because immediately after that, he got screwed by rupees. I
Well,
wouldn't consider 5 seconds being
that.
ahead.
It's a bit more than 2 to 3
hits.
screen difference.
Black is pulling ahead, is what he's doing.
Sagaz is taking hits.
Boomerang. Oh,
we get lag. Maybe Sagaz will do it, because this one is actually quicker.
There we go, my headphones are plugged back in.
Okay, we're gonna get one.
Yeah! Zoomerang!
Best Zoomerang in the game, because that one is actually quicker.
What do you mean? Zoomerang is always quicker.
In my mind, it is.
Zoomerang too big for the latency.
I can believe that.
Zoomerang.
We're being told that it lagged during Black Zoomerang.
No, it absolutely did. He got it.
That's why we're annoyed. So, Mad Batter has really missed his target all day today.
I don't know, he's hit Black pretty well.
Well, he hit Black the first time. So, Black is currently in the lead. At this point, I wouldn't even want to speculate as to how many seconds apart.
I can't even tell because his frames.
But, yeah, Black has definitely pulled quite a bit ahead for this race.
There's the bomb trigger, nice and easy. So we're supposed to technically get the Frog Song of Soul to wake this guy and the rooster up. We don't need to. We have bombs to do everything we need. Bombs and feather. Alright, here comes another Zoomerang from Black, and we won't see it.
Nope.
Regrets.
So, in terms of route, they're both absolutely neck and neck in terms of route. They're using exactly the same route, so whoever you see like ahead on screen is actually ahead. So,
I was about to say, I think Black's in the ether. Alright, here's Blano. Goodbye, Blano. Well, that's the last we'll see of you on Black's stream.
Blano's actually quicker if you have Red Tunic, and that's one of the only places where Red Tunic is quicker. And even them, we've got level 2 swords, so we need 2-shotting.
I'd like to point out that this is the second time I've got a phone call during this commentary.
Second time you got what?
Phone call.
I mean, fans of this game just they want to be involved.
So shoot that guy in the eye, we get the key.
Lava swim.
It's so close. Oh my god.
Saga's got quite a lucky hit on that via. Too bad it couldn't count.
Oh lord. I'm scared, guys.
I'm scared one of them's gonna fail the Roomba.
I'm scared for what Hothead's about to do.
I'm always nervous with Roombas because it's so easy to just drop an input and lose 30 seconds.
I think that mini-boss Palom is called, Oddball?
Cue ball.
Sagaz takes the lead back!
Okay, let's see what happens on Hothead. So let's see if the Mac curse is actually real or just a meme.
It's real!
Well, it's not really. I mean, Sagaz had to buff it like 3 times.
How did Black kill it first, but Sagaz got the heart piece first?
Because Sagaz text skipped.
Ah.
That's what the buffering was about.
I didn't see that.
So there's no
I think this is perfectly synced going into the day.
This is gonna be so close. Right, please, Aghanim.
Both of the streams have locked up!
Aghanim, please, if you give one blue ball, give it to the other one as well.
Oh god, my curse crashed the stream!
Okay, I'm gonna don't want to be missing any of this.
We already are. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, Black didn't get eaten by the leg.
They're almost frame perfect.
This is ridiculous. What kind of human would do this to their commentators and audience? The suspense, man. Alright, so going up to the egg, Sagaz has the lead by maybe like, what, 3-4 seconds at most?
So, we saw a freeze on Sagaz's side, simply so that we don't have any buffering on the final boss for Vlack.
I'd like to point out that bomb trigger perfectly synced them.
You know that scenario I mentioned earlier? Where both of them finish with identical times in one of the races? Yeah, we didn't plan for that. We actually don't know what we're gonna do if that happens. I realize I just annoyed Alpha there.
I whispered my thing and shut up. I am innocent.
Just talked over the anthem.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, we're not gonna hear the boss music, unfortunately.
We might, if somebody really screws up.
Okay. Well, they both get it. Okay, now this is RNG. This is RNG. Oh, that gets better RNG.
Oh,
Sagaz has to get another hit. So he has to powder. So that's gotten Vlack. I want to say he's gotten about 6 or 7 seconds off. He's got an entire blue ball in hand. But if he gets an extra blue ball over Sagaz, it's going to tie it back up.
There it is!
So 1. That's 1 for Vlack. Sagaz is only just starting the blue balls now. So
Sagaz got a blue ball.
1. Did Vlack get 1 last time?
No. That's it!
So Vlack only got 1. Oh no, Sagaz got 2.
Now, here's the thing. We don't know if Black is gonna get Death'll skip.
It's not over until we see the times. But it looks like blue balls may have just given Black V. And
that's some
indeed, yes. So Sagaz getting loads and loads of blue balls.
Wow!
In a race that was frame perfect going into the egg. GG.
Wow.
We have a 3rd race.
What have I done? Sagaz is gonna hate me when he listens back to this.
So Vlack gets a Vlack.
Yeah, he got a PB. There's a new world record. Good job.
So Vlack wins the second race of the best of 3, tying it up. The next race is going to be the grand final, the final race, and that means we'll get new commentators.
It is also worth to point out that it is now around midnight in Sagaz's time, I think.
Yes, half 12.
So he's at a severe disadvantage in terms of sleep.
Wouldn't say so. So, I want to point out about Vlack's time before we drop out. Vlack's time in this race would have been sufficient for 3rd place on the.
Just Jesus Christ.
And it was far from a clean race. So Sagaz actually finishing an entire minute behind due to those blue balls. And still, his time would have been good enough for 6th.
Oh my god.
God. That was so close. Man, that race.
You think
I
he's
can't
gonna
imagine
kill me?
what the next one's going to be like.
I'm gonna have to go into protective custody.
Yeah. So, because we don't have much time between them, we've got 10 minutes between the races. I think Yumi should sign off, and we'll let Space and Crunchy get in. So
Probably if they are somewhere out there.
well, yeah, they should be on stamp.
But
So yeah, I have been Cravone. Joining me on commentary has been Phantom Matt.
Yep. Thanks for listening to this. Jesus.
Yeah.
Words cannot describe. Oh, apparently Spice is having dinner. So.
Okay.
gotta ramble.
We have to make up some time for a bit.
Oh, look, there's somebody.
Well, there's Crunchy down there.
Should we like drag him up?
So
how's the chat doing today? How are you?
I mean, it depends on when Spice gets here.
I mean, if he's eating. No, you won't be hearing us. You'll be hearing better.
You'll be
people.
hearing better commentators. You'll be hearing Crunchy and Spice.
The man with the golden voice and the meme lord.
Trust me, that commentary team is going to be even better than this.
All right. Anyways, we leave you now for a 10-minute break, and later you'll be joined by Spicefather and Crunchy Lex for the finale of the LADX 100% tournament. Good lord, people, who thought it would come down to this? Anyways, it's time for us to skedaddle, I think.
Yep.
Goodbye.
See you later.
Whew. All right, so that's probably the first word I've been able to utter since the finish of that last race. Holy cow. Everybody, welcome back, or if you're like me, you haven't left because you're just kind of glued to your screen. This is the Grand Finals of Link's Awakening DX, and we have had ourselves a bracket reset, and here we are, the true Grand Finals. The two racers enter, only one can be the champion. Will it be vlackSR, the astonishing Argentinian, or will it be Sagaz, straight from the bastion of French speedrunning? I don't know. I really don't.
Or maybe
There's
we'll have
one
the
easy
Vlack
way to
who's
find
from
out.
Honduras.
I'm sorry?
Or maybe we'll have the Vlack who's from Honduras. Yeah, he's Honduran, not Argentinian. But yeah, this is gonna be an amazing.
Oh, that's my
This is
mistake.
gonna be an amazing race. Like the last one was so incredibly tight, and it came down to basically the last RNG that the two of them could have gotten in the race. There was so much back and forth. They were tight throughout the entire thing, and it made my dinner amazing. And now we have the absolute privilege of seeing this final of finals. These guys are like about as good as they come, and this is going to be an amazing race.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly.
Do you watch Amazing Race? Because I don't.
Neither do I.
They should do that show about this one instead.
But why would we need to watch that show when we can